Dave Bautista, you sneaky scoundrel you. The Guardians of the Galaxy star has got DC fans losing their mind over a photo he posted to his Twitter account, which seems to suggest that he may be in talks to star in a film produced by Warner Brothers, DC's parent company. Stoking the fires of speculation even further, Bautista provocatively captioned the image, "It won't come to you, so get after it. #DreamChaser." Yeah, would say that's a pretty strong indication that Bautista is actively pursuing a specific role. Fans, of course, took that indication and ran with it, and there's a pretty strong consensus among them as to just what that role might be. Of course, Bautista is well known for his role as Drax the Destroyer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's also fairly common knowledge that he was the first choice for the role of Peacemaker in Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn's upcoming DC picture, The Suicide Squad, though that role eventually went to fellow wrestler John Cena. Given this history, fans are convinced that the actor is lobbying to secure a role in writer-director Matt Reeves' upcoming The Batman. And with his build, it seems like he'd be a pretty good fit to play Bane, the bat-breaking baddie who was previously portrayed in The Dark Knight Rises by Tom Hardy. Virtually every response to Bautista's tweet contained the words Bane and please. Hey, a little hope never hurts anybody.
I learned here that there can be no true despair without hope.
Look, if anybody can picture Bautista filling Bane's shoes, it's us. It's not just his build. His voice, acting style, and proven action chops would have us totally flipping out if he were to one day land the role. Unfortunately, we're approximately 99.9999998% sure that that day isn't going to come today, next week, or next year. First and foremost, there's the fact that the Batman's Rogues Gallery is already pretty well filled out. Back in October, Zoe Kravitz nabbed the role of Catwoman. Near simultaneously, it was announced that Paul Dano had been cast as the Riddler. The following month, the news broke that Colin Farrell was in talks to play the Penguin in the movie. And since then, it's also been announced that John Turturro will be playing the infamous crime boss Carmine Falcone. That's a pretty well-rounded gallery, and even the rumors that have flitted about like so many bats in a cave over the last year or so have failed to mention Bane. It also stands to reason that assuming Warner Brothers would like the Batman to kick off a franchise, which is a pretty soundly reasonable assumption, they're not going to load up the plate with all of Bat's most iconic villains right off the… Bat? I can't believe I just said that. The Joker, for instance, is conspicuously missing from the Batman's villain lineup. And when it comes to truly threatening, formidable Batman villains, there are virtually none quite so threatening or formidable as Bane, who famously snapped Bruce Wayne's back during the events of the iconic DC story arc Nightfall. There's also the fact that Bautista is lined up to be very, very busy for the foreseeable future. He has no fewer than 3 projects in various stages of pre-production, including Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, director DJ Caruso's crime thriller The Killer's Game, and the animated, breakdancing mouse flick Groove Tales. Yeah, we have no idea. Of course, it's not outside the realm of possibility that Bautista is reaching out to Warner Brothers in the event that Bane will appear in a sequel to The Batman. But it should be noted that DC is being very cautious with its legacy characters these days, having learned its lesson from the failed universe-building attempt of the early DCEU efforts. Star Robert Pattinson, who should know a thing or two about whether he's signed on for a film or a franchise, has deflected talk of a sequel to The Batman. So it seems pretty likely that Warner Brothers wants to gauge how fans react to the flick before going ahead and greenlighting more installments. That said, we can all hope. If Bautista does one day take on the role of Bane, we have no doubt that he'll absolutely kill it, most likely breaking the box office, along with The Bat. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.